Let's get this Tigare party started. Welcome to the Dr. Wallace Podcast. It's another Tigare party, and we call it a party because every time that we're with Boafo Tigare, we experience so much love and joy. So we also would like to welcome the Okomfo who's channeling Boafo Tigare, Nana Korantemaa Ayeboafo. As a reminder, here at the Dr. Wallace Podcast, we are promoting African spiritual healing wisdom. And it is our heritage. It is our birthright to have this information. This is the information, the wisdom that our ancestors who lived in communities and enjoyed communal living, this is the information that they knew. It's the information that they lived by. It is our heritage, our birthright. And so we have an opportunity through Boafo Tigare to access what some think was lost, but this information was never lost, perhaps forgotten, perhaps not transmitted from generation to generation because of destruction, because of wars, because of enslavement, because of the breaking up and destruction of our communities. So here we are bringing that African spiritual healing wisdom into our conscious awareness, and we honor our ancestors in the process. Please remember to subscribe and like us. Thank you so much. So as you know, I have been interviewing and asking questions of Nana Boafo Tigare for many, many years. And one book that codifies a series of questions and answers is this one, Tigare Speaks, Lessons for Living in Harmony. It's available. You can request it by emailing drwallacepodcast@gmail.com. One word, drwallacepodcast@gmail.com. Soon we'll have our website up, and at that point, you'll be able to order a download or audio. So for now, let's begin. Again, we're just so honored to have this privilege to speak with Nana Boafo Tigare. So I want to go back and just review some of the things that people have said about you, that they've written about you. But also, I know that you've said repeatedly that you've been around for a long time, that you were actually around before people called themselves Christians or called themselves Islamic or Jews. And before the heavens and the earth were separated, you were around even. It's been said that you protected Moses as he wandered through the desert during the exodus of the Hebrew children out of Egypt. Also that you were one of the archangels present when God demanded of the patriarch Abraham the sacrifice of his son Isaac. Ultimately, a sheep was used for sacrifice. Also, it said that you protected King David in battle and King Solomon on his journey from Israel to Ethiopia to meet the Queen of Sheba. It is also said that your dance has roots in your time in North Ethiopia and Arabia, with your dance taking on Sufi dervish spinning or turning movements. And in Ghana, you became popular as a witch catcher because you will appear and confront the one seeking to take advantage of another. So the Jews, Christians, Muslims, and West Africans all have stories about you. Is what they say true? Can you comment on this?
There are many things that are said about angels, about helpers. And there are stories that come from many eons ago. What is important is that each one should know that the divine source of your being is for you to flourish, to live harmoniously with light and guidance. And when there are other energies or other intentions for your aliveness, then we appear. We being those angels, some call us angels. I like the word Tigare. They call Tigare to come, to show yourself, so that the innocent, the right doers, have support through difficulties.
Well, believe me, for eons, there's been a lot of gratitude for your service as an angel, for your service as Boafo Tigare. In your book, Tigare Speaks, you said that your purpose in serving some of those early communities was to teach pardoning, or how to pardon one another. You taught them how to have fair play and how to see their sameness instead of differences. And you also said that you were acting in accordance with other angels. And in fact, you have never been alone, always being a part of the angelic host or moving with your comrades. Are these lessons of pardoning, engaging in the fair play, and focusing on sameness instead of differences still important for us today?
They are more important today than ever. Why? Because now there is much confusion about the value of the human condition or the human life. That life as it is, created by divine source, is just that. It is divine. It is magnificent. It is beautiful. And to be alive is in fact a great gift. So for human beings to learn the value of life and the value to protect each other under circumstances that are unforeseen is still very much important and must be at play.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So this takes us to the whole concept of respect. Why is respect so very important? You've taken a lot of time in your book, Tigare Speaks, to really elaborate on respect. Can you share some of that wisdom here?
To have respect means that you alone do not inhabit this world. That there are many, many, many other live beings sharing this space, sharing this planet space with you. Respect means that there is enough room and honor for each and every other being that we find in your environment. That no one is lesser than the other one. That each living being deserves the right to live.
Indeed, indeed. So the concept of interdependence is also another topic that I know is dear to your heart, with the goal of living interdependently with every other life form on the planet. So it seems like a great follow-up to what you've just shared. Can you talk about this concept of interdependence?
Each being that is in the environment has that space that has been granted them. And the opportunity to know and to share what expression they have to share with others is of great value, because this place that we find, or we call as Earth atmosphere, there is so much variety of life forces, and together with accepting that there are other beings other than yourself, and that the other beings also have a right to be here. They are here because the space is enough for many different living beings. So what is orchestrating this magnificent composition of life is greater than all beings. So no one being has the monopoly over the others, but rather there is room for sharing and coexisting.
Okay. So to live interdependently is a goal that all of us need to embrace so that we can enjoy the magnificence of life on this paradise of Earth and share this planet with the other living beings as you describe them. Often in answering questions, I've heard you answer as us or we. To whom are you referring when you say us or we? And what is your purpose or your collective purpose?
The collective purpose is to assist humanity in accepting that they are the carriers of the divine. And the divine is aware that human beings are many. Human life, we speak of many, not only human beings, but animals of the air, of the water, of the skies. And so when we speak of there being enough space for everyone, then it is a reminder for human beings to accept being a part of a magnificent life in many worlds, in many places.
Mm-hmm. So when you speak of us or we, to whom are you referring?
Even the Abosums are many. The firmament or the levels of angels are many. So when we speak of us, we mean there are many.
Mm-hmm.
We are many.
Mm-hmm.
From different galaxies.
Mm-hmm. And so in the Akan spiritual tradition, the Abusum are known as spiritual deities, as oracles. And so you certainly are among those revered masters of light that we benefit from having this relationship with for the purpose that you describe. So on behalf of humanity, and especially myself and my family, I just want to express gratitude for all of those who are serving humanity and having that collective purpose. So One of the things that you have also talked about is the need for human beings to undergo an expansion. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Human beings. There are many beings from other galaxies, from other worlds. Human beings have their own template, meaning that they are not conditioned to outer space. Human beings are conditioned to the earth and its atmosphere. So there are certain laws that govern each atmosphere. So with human beings being able to maximize their capability is to first look inside and connect on the level of the divine essence. Because like all life, there is divine essence that permeates all life. Human beings are conditioned based on their anatomy. There are other beings that are not subject to the same laws as human beings. Human beings are magnificent because the capacity to explore other areas of life and to communicate with other beings of light that are not human is what human beings have the capacity for. So they are magnificent. They are the different species on the planet. Thus, their capacity to evolve to higher heights or higher levels of awareness and to communicate with beings that are beyond the physical plane is what human beings are capable of. They are more magnificent than other beings on the planet. With lungs, we have beings that have lungs that make you condition to the atmosphere. Those beings that do not have lungs are not conditioned to the atmosphere. So human beings, even though they are conditioned to this atmosphere, they have the capacity to travel to other levels of life and to return to the physical plane. Is it clear?
Yes, so you're actually talking a little bit about the possibilities for space travel or going beyond beyond the atmosphere of Earth and visiting other planets and things of that sort.
Yes, human beings have the capacity to do that without taking their physical bodies with them.
So you have gone much, much deeper in terms of us being beings of light and being able to move as beings of light. So for us to be able to expand our consciousness so that we can evolve, so that we can travel, so that we can basically not only be our higher selves, but align with the divine by actually traveling to that light, moving toward that light is a possibility.
Human beings are magnificent. That is why we encourage human beings to raise their frequency, to not be content with just the earth plane of existence, because the capacity is much greater.
So is there a daily spiritual practice that can help individuals to expand their consciousness, to be able to travel as light?
One exercise that we suggest for all human beings is to sit quietly without outside noises and gadgets, to sit quietly and focus on within themselves, because there is the key to unlocking the worlds that are beyond your physical self. So some people call it meditation, some people call it exploration. Each human being that wants to evolve to your highest capacity should learn how to sit still, how to be quiet, and how to focus on their inner, on even their breath, can allow for a transformation in consciousness, a transformation in the way you see yourself and the world.
Well, you have taken us on a fabulous journey in us going with you and retrieving this ancient African spiritual healing wisdom today. So it is with a heart full of gratitude that I thank you for all that you have given us today. Boafo Tigare also thanks the Okomfo non-sectarian Ayeboafo for serving as a channel so that we could have access to this wisdom. We're grateful for our ancestors. Also, we're grateful for the planet Earth, which is a paradise. And I'd like you to know that there are going to be many more videos, and that Boafo Tigare will continue to honor us with his presence, and non-sectarian Ayeboafo will also be serving as his channel. I'd like to remind you to subscribe and to like this video. Thank you very much. And remember that you can order the book Tigare Speaks by going to your email and sending an email to Dr. Wallace Podcast at gmail.com. One word, Dr. Wallace Podcast at gmail.com, until, of course, our website is complete and up, where you will be able to download not only this book, but other books as well, in written word format or audio. So please accept my love from the core of my being. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for listening to this Dr. Wallace podcast. And may you also express your gratitude where you are to Boafo Tigare by touching your heart. So from my heart to yours, I want to thank you. Final reminder, you can have your own personal individualized spiritual reading where by telephone, non-sectarian Ayeboafo will pour libation and do an invocation and be able to answer any of your questions with answers coming from Boafo Tigare, whether the questions are about your family, your health, your finances, or any decision that you have to make. So again, with a heart full of love, I thank you. Thank you so much.